There's a lot of bad games on Android and iOS, and as such, it tends to get a bad rep amongst gamers. But there's also a lot of good ones, and for Android users, a lot of these can be accessed for essentially free with the Google Play Pass subscription service. Google Play Pass costs $5 a month, but it also has a yearly option for just $30. That includes a staggering amount of paid apps and games, and a bunch of free games with their in-app purchases being made free for the subscribers of Google Play Pass. Hi, I'm Dad Plays Games, and here are 6 recommendations of great games for Play Pass subscribers. Mini Metro. This classic originally launched on PC in 2014, and the mobile port holds up great to this day. It begins a chill, minimalistic puzzle game of lines and shapes, representing, train lines and stations, and before you know it, you're frantically trying to keep your stations from overcrowding as more and more stations and passengers pop up. Well, it's a game I keep coming back to again and again, and it's great for all ages, for a quick session or, a big binge. Bad North. This real-time strategy title from 2018 is a great time sink. It is quite unforgiving, so you'll have to learn by doing. Your goal is to defend the islands from invading Vikings while hopping between them to escape a storm that keeps pushing you ahead. The game is strategic, beautiful, and ruthless. Zone out for just a short bit but at the wrong time and you'll find yourself with one squad less. Permanently. The levels are short enough to be able to be picked up for just a short session, but also enjoyable enough to spend extended time on. 100 Days. This game I first discovered and played on Stadia, and since then the mobile release happened. This game is a nice cozy time where you just need to puzzle your way through managing a vineyard, growing your business and trying to get rich by making people drunk. It's a balancing act of trying to avoid overextending your growth. Making a batch of wine takes time, meaning your last batch needs to keep you and the business afloat until you can start selling the new batch. At its core, it's puzzles and strategy mixed, but to me, it's also kind of a way to learn more about wine and chill while doing it. Crashlands. This one I've not played much of, but it kept being recommended to me, so eventually I jumped in quite recently. The game is in many ways similar to titles like Don't Starve, a top-down survival game. The writing seems funny and the controls are top-notch, so I can see why Google's algorithms seem to think this was a good fit for me. It's a great game, and I've just scratched the surface so far, but I look forward to playing more of it. Game Dev Tycoon. This one is another one of those PC classics. You play through the journey of a development studio, from the early days in a basement with a single employee to possibly a big AAA studio. It's a game of picking the good combinations of topics and genres, adjusting sliders to focus on the right things, and a bit of chance. Once you get your ball rolling, the game isn't very hard, and it doesn't really change much from those first minutes, but it's a lot of fun to come up with stupid names in games and live out your dreams of running a game studio, okay? Unfortunately, it seems to have not gotten much more development for quite some time, so the PC version with the mod support might be preferred, but I like having it in my phone, so it's also included in Play Pass, so why not? Grand Mountain Adventure. I can't recommend this game enough. It started out as a mobile game, but it's nowadays also available on PC and Switch. You ski or snowboard across a series of mountains inspired by real locations in an isometric top-down view, while performing tricks, participating in races, or just roam about exploring the nooks and crannies of these mountains. After each successful challenge, you get ski passes which are used to unlock lifts and access new parts of the map that you couldn't reach before. The mobile controls are dead simple, but the game provides a hefty challenge if you want it. One run of a challenge often takes less than a minute, but you can easily sink in tens of hours, or even more, into this amazing skiing game. Now, most of these games, as you can see, are older PC or console titles, but that doesn't change the fact that there are a lot of amazing games on mobile. There's also plenty of other great mobile-only games on Play Pass, and honestly, it doesn't matter how, what, or where you game. You do what works for you. Just these games alone, and not counting the other hundreds or thousands, possibly even at this point, of games included in Play Pass, it's a great deal, especially considering the low price tag for the year. So tell me in the comments below, what are your favorite mobile games, especially those on Play Pass? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel while you're here. Thanks. See you around.